Welcome, my Leo friend, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I am Zachary. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. This is your reading for October 23rd through the 29th. We are trying to find out how many Leos it takes to screw in a light bulb, so stay tuned. All right, I'm just going to dive right into your spirit animal energy for the week, and then we'll move into the general read. So I am switching things up a little bit for those of you that are returning, and thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that. Feel free to let me know how you think about it, how you don't think about it, the things you don't think about. All right, what animal are we giving to Leo for the week? Spirit. The dog. Oh, I actually got this morning for myself. So, dog friend, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Yes, you are, Leo. That's one of the best sides of you. Oh my gosh, you're so protective of your friends. Such a good friend. Don't piss you off though. Best to say on the good side of a Leo. So let's dive right in. I am adding a specific love and career section as well. So we're going to do your general read and then move into that. And I will add chapters to my description so that you can jump ahead to that. So Spirit, what do we have for Leo for the week of October 23rd? And Leo, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Especially if you're interested in love, check out your Venus. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me. And I do have my Cash App and PayPal links on my description or up on my profile too. If you're feeling generous to donate, thank you so much. I love you. If not, I love you. Okay? So let's get into this. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. There we go. Okay. Five of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So already the messages of the last couple of signs, or all of the signs I've done so far here. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. There's just been this energy of things coming up that, oh, kind of very similar. Okay, so you had 5 Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Temperance, and then Lovers. I was just chatting there, flapping my gums. But there's some hard stuff that's coming up, and I think it's because of the eclipse. The eclipse has a tendency to illuminate things, and the things that are worth illuminating are pain. As much as that sucks, a lot of the messages have been like, stop running from whatever it is that you're running from. The Sun. Okay. Awesome. This is your love sector here. Stop running away from the things that you're running away from. And the Devil. Interesting. That is an interesting combo. But you are a very interesting sign. So, career. My goodness gracious. Career, career. The Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. Ooh, you guys. Ooh, that is great. I'm excited for that. 7 of Cups. So there's definitely going to be some choices that are going to need to be made. You're going to need to get committed to something. And Hanged Man, that's in your career as well. There's a need to change perspective, which makes sense having the 5 of Pentacles starting off here as coming into this week. There's a feeling of lack. You guys are feeling out in the cold in some way. There may be some financial difficulties, some health difficulties that have been going on. So now is the time. There's a note on this card as well about releasing, a time to release those blocks. So you're coming into this week to release some blocks. I'm definitely feeling that with this message. Let's keep going. 10 of Pentacles. This is what isn't important this week. And 10 of Pentacles is a great card. It's all about your legacy. It could be your legacy. It's everything that brings you abundance in the material or spiritual realm. So this happy group of peeps and doggo are a community. It's all about community too. So what I'm getting from this, it's a very similar message to a lot of the other signs here. So what's not important for you this week that I'm getting from this sign is the community portion. It's not, this week is not about you going out and connecting with other people. This week, I'm very strongly getting a note for every single sign of needing to back off whatever it is that's taking away from you taking a good hard look inside of yourself. Whatever the energy is that's surrounding, it feels like it's just going to be a hell of a week, you guys. I'm not going to lie. Which tells me that there are some really, really good things coming. So this is not that it's not ever important or it's not going to be important for you again. There's going to come a time where this is important. But because what is important is the opposite essentially of this, it tells me that this will become important soon. So the Ace of Pentacles, this is what is important. And the Ace of Pentacles is there's possibility and there's opportunity everywhere right now in the outside world. As far as, you're manifesting potential. What do you want with work? What do you want to do with your money? What do you want to do in the world? That's what this is. And the roots coming down from the pentacle there's a need or a request to start grounding that into reality. Making that real. So what is important this week is something following an opportunity that I think, may present itself, or some of you may already know what that opportunity is. That manifestation, you've been working on it. Could be a new job. Could be that you need to find a new job. Could be that you want to start donating your time somewhere to charity. You want to, I don't know, get to, work on cleaning up your garden for the season or getting it together, depending on where you are in the world. I'm in Washington, so we're going into fall. All of the squashes. What is important is I'm getting is to start not paying attention to the outside world as far as your community, having fun time, but paying attention to what's outside of you, because what's going on outside of you is reflecting what's going on inside of you. So that's very much what I'm getting from it. Taking stock of what opportunities are available outside of you, what manifesting potentials are available outside of you, because that's going to give you a really clear image on where you are right now. And I love this because where it leads is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is your self-satisfaction. This is everything that, everything you could want for the self, love-wise. This is ultimate satisfaction of the self. So, like 10 of Cups is that connection and satisfaction to others and through others. So 9 is all about the self. With the 10 of Pentacles not being important this week, that very much is pointing to me that by separating from your usual connectivity to your community, because you guys are typically social signs. It's not to say that everybody is, but you're the sun. And you have the sun in your love right now too, which is, we'll talk about that. But yeah. So what's happening, where you're heading, is the Nine of Cups, which is going to be, maybe this is a job that you've been waiting for, a solution to, because last week there was that note too of like needing to be honest about something with yourself, with a partner, to solve some discourse, whatever's going on. So I see that discourse being solved. But what's happening this week is needing to, if you follow that advice of that through this week where it's being recorded right now, you may be getting to a point where you're able to release what needs to be released and start feeling better, which sounds great, you guys. But it's going to take some examining of the self. And like I've told the other signs too, I am doing a schedule. I'll have these videos coming out on a schedule. So your day, that things will be released are going to be, what is it today? Wednesdays. Okay. So this, you can count on that as when this is going to be released. So speaking of releasing, well, that's later. Your challenge of the week, though, is going to be Ace of Cups. And Ace of Cups is the start of a new relationship. It can very much be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, something that is substantial, though, something that has value. What I'm getting from this as far as being a challenge is this is you, especially in this deck. They're holding their own heart here. And that's where everything starts. If you can't hold your own heart, how can you hold somebody else's heart? I could say this with like literally everything. And the reason that that works is because that's the Hermetic principle, as above, so below. If you can't do it within yourself, then you can't do it without of yourself. If it's not happening in here, then it's not happening out here. So this being the challenge of the week, that tells me that it very much is referencing you connecting to your own self. You getting in touch with your own heart, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, that avoidance of community. You're being directed to go inside. Go inside. It's starting to rain. Yes. And I had, I don't remember whose it was. Anyway, I talked about filling your own cup first. That's the challenge for you this week. If you have been focusing on community a bit too much, it's now time to take that energy, because you're so good at filling other people's cups just by being present. But you're not like a servant to the world. Okay? And you can't be that way anyway unless you're filling your own cup first. I can't remember which sign I said this to recently, but it might have been Libra. Gemini. It was Gemini. Anyway, neither here nor there. You need to fill your own cup first. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to fill your cup the most. You don't have to fill your cup only, but you have to fill it first. Because if you don't fill it first, then who's filling your cup? There's nobody filling your cup. You guys. You have to be the one to do that. You can't carry on with an empty cup. Okay? Promise me. Promise me in the comments right now. You do it. Promise me that you'll do this, you guys. Scratch that. Promise yourself. You deserve that. And if you're not used to doing that, give it a shot. And filling your cup first, what that looks like is, are you tending to your basic needs? Are you eating properly? Are you drinking water? Are you making sure you're on a sleeping schedule? How's your sleep hygiene? Sorry about any background noise here. I live, there's an Air Force base here in the city I live in, and just with everything going on, there have been a lot of military airplanes and helicopters, so it's just been very noisy. I'm very sorry about that. I did order a microphone that should be in here soon to help negate some of that background noise, but there's only so much damn foam that I can put up on the walls to try to prevent that. I didn't start war, So filling your own cup first. What that looks like is self-love. You're taking care of your basic needs. Because even on your worst days, you're not going to have as much energy. You need to make sure that you are putting in at least a little bit into your own cup so that your cup can keep going forward. And then you can decide how to disperse it to other people. But nobody else is going to fill your cup. And if they are filling your cup over their own cup, that's a relationship of discourse too, and that's very unhealthy. But fill your own cup, y'all. Y'all, fill it up. Fill it up, buttercup. Okay. So your blessing for the week is temperance. The good stuff. And temperance is about balance and harmony. What I'm getting from this is, because temperance can also refer to polarity, like harsh dichotomy between polar opposites. So the blessing that I'm seeing for you this week is being able to bring those polar opposites into more harmony, into more balance. That by filling your own cup, you're going to be asking God, the universe, the Akasha, quantum field, to pour more into your cup as well. And in doing so, you're going with the flow, which is one of the meanings of temperance as well. Hot diggity dang. Leo, you got this. It's almost like this was divinely orchestrated for you or something. So the energy surrounding this week for you is balance. You're being supported to come back into balance. Stop going out so much. Stop trying to connect so much with the outside world this week. You can go back next week and hang out with your pals. But this week you're being asked to go inside and tend to you and to rebalance. Because if you're not rebalancing and you're just doing that constantly, you're wearing yourself out. And there's been a note of burnout for like all of the signs. So I think that's what's going on. We've just been avoiding tending to the details that we need to. Mostly that yin energy. We've been yonging it up. Yang. We need to come back into balance with that yin energy. You got this, Leo. You got it. So the energy that needs to be cleared in order for you to achieve your highest outcome is the Lovers. And typically the Lovers is, well, they look like lovers, don't they? That's what this card is. This is the card of Gemini too, so maybe you need to get a Gemini out of your life. I don't know. I'm just kidding. We're the best. Next to you, of course. Geminis and Leos get along really, really well. So what I'm getting from this, very much in line with your blessing for the week of balance and harmony, like I just said, yin and yang, one of the notes of the Lovers is balancing masculine and feminine archetypes, energies within yourself. I think this is necessary for you in order to start coming into balance for yourself, filling your own cup. Part of filling your own cup is balancing that yang and yin energy. You are probably going out too much. You're probably connecting with too many people right now. This is what's not important this week, your community. What is important is you filling your cup, and is also the challenge, which makes sense because y'all like to be social for the most part. So that makes sense. And you can still have a good week. This is just like the cream of the crop kind of outcome. By clearing this energy, which would be the avoidance of balancing yin and yang. So you're being encouraged to do that. Go take a bath, go take a nature walk, go write in a journal, do some art, make some music. Whatever puts you into a receptive mode, then that's the name of the game. Meditation. Meditation. That seems to be like the primo message, literally, for everybody right now. If you're not meditating, you guys start meditating. If you're not figuring out what is going on inside of you, you are just literally walking around asleep. And that's no good for no bueno for everyone. So, okay, we're going to clarify a few of these cards here. Outcome, and then straight on down the line. The Spirit. Can we get some clarification on the cards I just said? Totes, thank you. Thank you. So Leo, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a challenge for you to just have a chill week. Go to work, put in the time you need to, and then come home and take some time off. You can do it for a week. I know you can. You could do it. I believe in you, Leo. Leo. All right. What do we have here? Nine of Cups is clarified by balance. Ace of Cups is overcoming obstacles. Temperance is twin flame. Oh gosh. And sacrifice for the Lovers. Okay. Sagittarius had twin flame come up too, which was heavy. Okay. So outcome here, your Nine of Cups. This is your self-satisfaction. Oh, glory, hallelujah for yourself. Being clarified by balance. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. It's almost like It's literally what I've just been saying. In order to get here, it's time to put a pause on social time and community, to go inside, which is going to be challenging, and balance out. This is the energy needs to be cleared. The way that you are interacting with your divine masculine and feminine self. So this Nine of Cups is here for you, but you first must balance. You need to go into the tire shop and balance your spiritual tire shop and get those spiritual tires balanced, okay? You're just being encouraged to balance. You're gonna appreciate doing it, I promise. It's not comfortable, but the things that are worth it aren't comfortable or fun. That comes after you do the crap. So Ace of Cups, the challenging portion, is clarified by overcoming obstacles. Get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. So that, again, points to me of this being a note of going inside and taking care of your own heart. Holding your own heart here. Whatever has knocked you off of your feet, getting back on your feet is finding your center and your strength again. That's your heart, you guys. Your heart. That's where it starts. I'm also getting, for some of you, like with the difficult situation, something has happened that has caused you to not want to go inside to your heart. Whether it is that you feel you don't deserve it, or there's just some pain that's sitting in there that you've been avoiding looking at. Whatever the case, be brave. You are a lion. Lions don't lose sleep, from the opinions of shellfish and sheep. And that shellfish or sheep can also be a component of yourself. You're a lion, baby. So go get that strength back, and that's in your heart. It's a challenge, but it's not impossible. Temperance, being clarified by twin flame, a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So this is interesting. And like I told Sagittarius, I laid down the real deal about twin flames. There's a lot of popularity or sensationalization surrounding twin flames. And the reality is not everybody has a twin flame, okay? A twin flame is a soul that's been divided into two because it has developed so far in life that it needed to be split into two in order to continue its growth. So, like, it's actually fairly rare. It's more common nowadays because we're just at that point with soul development that is happening more often, but it's not, everybody does not have a twin flame, okay? There's this concept of like soulmates and twin flames being thrown around, like you just have this divine counterpart. That doesn't exist for everybody. There isn't the one for everyone. And even your twin flame, that isn't your one either, necessarily. If you aren't ready for your twin flame, either one of you, it's going to be painful and explosive. Because you're both going to come together and you're going to show each other exactly where you are lacking everything. I do feel like I have run into my twin flame, and it was exactly that. Very painful. We weren't ready, and may not be in this life. So twin flame is not like the person you're meant to be with. It's the other component of your soul that's out there, if this applies to you, that is gathering spiritual information and wisdom and growth as well. Because you as that soul have grown to a certain point and needed to split off. Take this as it resonates for you. I'm not here to tell you whether you have a twin flame or not. I'm just letting you know not everybody has a twin flame. That's not how that works. But in this regard, being the blessing, having a balance effect, the polarity. So that's very interesting. I was saying that what I was getting is the polarity aspect, bringing that dichotomy into balance through temperance. Some of you may be coming across your twin flame, which we'll get into love here with the sun and the devil. That's actually kind of polar opposites right there too. So this is interesting. Some of you may be running into your twin flame. And if that's the case, I would highly recommend that you take the advice that's being given here and get straight inside, Dorothy. Get inside. Start taking care of that heart. Figure that shit out, yo. Because if that's the case, like a twin flame relationship, it can absolutely be pure magic, but you have to be ready for it. You have to be healed, honey buns. You have to heal those parts of yourself that, because if there's any doubt, anything that is slightly off, it's, like I said, it's explosive, it's painful, and it hurts. So either for some of you, you went through that situation and there's an opportunity for you to start bringing that into balance by going inside and looking at that, recognizing what happened and starting to bring that into balance. For others of you, maybe you are at that point where you have balanced, and maybe there's an opportunity to either reconnect or to connect for the first time. Take that as it resonates, you guys. But this week, I don't know, this week has been interesting. You guys are the 6th sign that I've done so far, so I've got 6 more to do. We'll see what the consistencies are, but so far there's a lot of healing, and twin flames has been coming through a lot. So take it as it resonates. But then to have the Lovers, this is the energy that needs to be cleared by sacrifice, giving up something now for future reward. I do feel like that is, for some of you, that's pointing to needing to balance that masculine and feminine aspect, like I said, the yin and yang, while you're going inside and meditating and healing your heart and holding your heart. But having sacrifice attached to this, I do think very much that some of you have gone through a twin flame situation where maybe it did done blued up. So the sacrifice of giving something up for a future reward right now would be letting go of the lack of control that you had over that situation. Maybe you do recognize that you did run into your twin flame. You got to just let it go. You'll find him again. There will come a time is not... There will come a time and place where you will reunite with your twin flame, and it will be glorious and wonderful and beautiful. It may not be in this life, it may be, but you have to be ready, and they have to be ready too. And if one of you or the other are not, it's not going to work. Not going to work at all. So the sacrifice could be just getting to a point of letting that go, being able to move on past that. For others of you, I feel like it's referring to that balance. Like, you know, you're connecting more with your community. You're going out and you're satiating that fun need for yourself, but you're not tending to the yin side. So the sacrifice would be giving up, and not giving up completely. You're just bringing it into balance. That's all that's being requested here. Sacrificing a little bit of that playtime for nurturing time. Just bring it into balance. That's all. That's all that's being requested here. So thank you, Spirit. I love that. I love that. It's heavy. Like, this week is heavy, but it's not bad stuff. It's just real. It's the real deal. Not really beating around the bush this week is what I'm getting. So for love, you've got the Sun. And then I do have to kind of cover up their little Peter Piper, I think, on this card, and the Devil. There's nudity on the tarot, and these are considered art, so it should be fine, but I don't know. YouTube is kind of funny about their things. This deck is just a little bit more, like, detailed in their pictures, so just being careful. So the Devil here, this Peter Piper, their Peter Piper, excuse me, and the Sun. The Sun, this is your card. This is Leo. So what this tells me is, number one, there's some power. You're in a position of power in your love life, whether this is single or in a relationship. You are in your own power. You're being represented here. But the Sun is also everything joyous and wonderful that we could think about. That inner child being delighted to the max. All joy being brought to you. So right away, this is, for single or relationship, this is a good week for you love life wise, which I am happy with, because for those of you that the message last week of needing to, you know, I don't know, fix something with your partnership, whatever is going on, it didn't feel nice. So I love this. I love that this is coming up. It's a good week for you, Leo, single or in a relationship. What I am getting is to follow your joy in that regard. Go do those things that make you happy with your partner or as a single person, because what that's going to do is just bring more of that energy towards you. If you're looking for a relationship, go do what your inner child wants to do right now. Go have fun. If you're in a relationship, go do what your inner child wants to do right now. I think because having the devil energy here, the devil is everything that, and this is you out at the club, right? Is your addictions, your toxicity, your shadow side, anything that's keeping you bound in an unhealthy way. So what I get from this, especially with the general read of going inside and you're balancing out some major aspects of yourself, you are adding the sun. This is allowing you to start overcoming some of those things that have kept you bound and stuck. I love that. That's exciting. Whether single or relationship. It could apply to so many different things. Your shadow side, shadow self, those are usually components of yourself, that inner child. That inner child, when you were a child, were shunned. Or something happened in those moments and that became your shadow. You started shutting that too and pushing that away. So what's going on is this is the, you know, the light side of your child, the dark side of your child. Most of us push that away. And they're lonely, y'all. They still want love and they need love too. So this is an opportunity to bring that into balance, which is going to bring some freaking fireworks into your love life. That's for sure. So let's clarify this with an oracle card. Spirit, please. Entertain us. Get some clarification. Self-awareness. Tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. So basically what I was just saying here with the devil, those patterns, routines and patterns, your addictions, the shadow sides of yourself. You're questioning that because you're meditating and getting to the bottom of what's going on inside of you, but you're in a position of power too to start bringing that into shedding some light right into the dark there. I love that, because this could be your higher self too. The divine light that is you. I love that, you guys. This is a healing week. And you had, oh yes, the dog. I choose to be happy. That's the sun. I love that. Great week for love. This is a week of healing. It just seems like really deep, deep components of ourselves. So love, 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 Leo. Love that for you. Now career, I'm liking this too. You have the Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. So Hanged Man is all about changing perspective. There's also a note of, you know, getting centered, meditating if you need to change that perspective. Or it could be being stuck in a specific mindset because you've been there too long. I'm very much getting that some of you are already in that right perspective. You've made a decision to start looking at things a little bit differently, but most of you are being encouraged to change your perspective. And the reason is because the King of Pentacles here is the energy that you have supporting for the week. And the King of Pentacles he's the master moneymaker, the master of the business house. He is wealthy in both coin and knowledge on how to ascertain that coin. And he's generous too. He wants to teach those people around him how to do that, how to do what he did. He's popular, you know, because of that. So what I feel is there might actually be, some of you may be this person, and if that's the case, the perspective that you're being asked to shift is to start spreading that wealth, whether it is actual money. If you're in a position where you can be generous right now, be generous. That will come back and benefit you in a very good way. Others of you may be running into a person that is a King of Pentacles, or you may already know a person who's a King of Pentacles, but you're a bit turned off by them because they seem pompous, or because they're popular because of their connections and the wealth that they do have. Get over it. Get over it, Leo. Leo, you are the sun. That is the ego. Being your sun sign too, that's the ego. That's a lot of ego. You do need ego, but this is a situation where you are being instructed to drop the ego a little bit. There's some benefit here. For those of you that do know somebody who is a King of Pentacles, if you know somebody who can help you in some way in your career, you're being asked to change your perspective towards them. Because they're the key to something for you. So yeah, do it to it. Okay, let's clarify here with an oracle card. Just getting cards all stuck to my elbows. Eventually I'm going to get another camera down here so it'll be easier to just show you the cards. Spirit, can we get some clarification on King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man? I love this. Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. So literally what I just said. Those of you that know a King of Pentacles here, you're being asked to change, resolve that conflict. Whatever that issue is that you have with this person can help you. This could be your boss. This could be a coworker. Say you're in real estate and you've got, you know, someone else on your team that's doing a really good job right now, and maybe you're struggling. Swallow your pride and your ego and resolve whatever issue you have with this King of Pentacles in your life. And if you are that King of Pentacles, if you have the ability to be the King of Pentacles, you're being asked to shift your perspective as well. Say you are that other person on the real estate team that is doing really well and you see other people struggling around you. Time for you to start sharing your wealth. Time for you to change your perspective here, resolve the issue that you have with whomever, the inner conflict that you have, which is probably mostly ego, and start being a bit more generous. Give them, I mean, I'm not saying give them leads or anything, but, you know, share your wealth of knowledge. Maybe they're just starting out and, you know, having a hard time buying signs or whatever. Maybe help them out. This is going to come back and help you, I promise. I know I went real estate specific, but there's many different examples that you could go with in this realm. Okay? I really do love this reading. It's tricky in a lot of ways, but your love and career look great. So thank you so much, Leo, for joining me here. I love you. We'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.